Last year, right here on this channel, we talked about the progress the Arizona Cardinals were making and how well Kyler Murray was responding coming off of a serious injury. Fast forward to 2024, and it should be clear to anybody watching that the Arizona Cardinals continue to step up their game, with Kyler Murray having one of his best games ever, the defense shutting down Sean McVay and Matt Stafford, and James Conner running for 122 yards and 5.8 yards per rush. Welcome to Josh's Football Breakdowns, where we don't tell you what you're seeing, we let the film tell us what we're seeing. And what we saw on Sunday was an absolute clinic put on by the Arizona Cardinals, who are clearly competing for a playoff spot. There were a lot of big plays in this game that I want to show you, so let's get right into it. We're going to start off with the opening kickoff here, a little unusual, but there's been a debate the past 2 weeks in the NFL. Do you kick it out of the back of the end zone and give your opponent an extra 5 yards? Or do you make them return the kick and try to tackle them short? Here, Arizona decides to make the Rams return the kick, with mixed results. And we just see some outstanding return lanes for the Rams. Excellent blocking by LA. But the Rams would be unable to get a first down. Facing 4th and 2, they really don't want to punt after such a great return. They're too far away for a field goal, so they make the decision to go for it. They get the ball to Cooper Kupp on the wide receiver screen, but here the defensive backs for the Cardinals do a great job of just holding their ground, allowing Budda Baker to come over and make the tackle. So the Cardinals would get the ball, and here they hand it off to James Conner. We see the center and the left guard double team the nose tackle, and they're going to block the defensive end with a tight end. And this allows the left tackle to get upfield and block, creating an obvious running lane. The Rams defense reacts to this, so Conner decides to take the ball right up the middle. "16-yard gain on the play, and these first 2 plays I've shown you are representative of the whole game. Both the offense and the defense came to play today. And Arizona was creative in the run game all day long. Here they pull the left guard and the tight end. Once again, the defense would react, and once again, Conner would take this ball right up the middle. Missed tackle, and this time it's a 13-yard gain on the play. Conner displaying vision, speed, and elusiveness on these first 2 plays of the game. On 2nd and 8, they again line up with James Conner in the backfield. But 2nd and long is a passing down in the NFL, and the Rams seem to sense it, only rushing with 3 and leaving 2 safeties back deep. But when Quentin Lake drops down to pick up Trey McBride in zone coverage, there's nobody left to help with the outstanding rookie Marvin Harrison Jr. Kyler Murray spots this, gets the ball to Harrison, and he gets both feet down in bounds. What a tremendous catch. Touchdown Cardinals. Wow. So the Rams get the ball and they get it into 3rd and manageable, but here we would see another great play by a Cardinals rookie. This time, from Xavier Thomas. And I want you to watch as he knocks Rob Havenstein, the right tackle, right back into Matt Stafford on the bull rush. Now Stafford's first read wasn't open, but his second read was. But Matt was never able to get to that second read because Havenstein is in his lap. Matt Stafford tries to step up in the pocket before he's brought down by Dennis Gardeck. But hold up, how did Gardeck get there? Let's go back to the snap. Gardeck absolutely blows by the left tackle on the speed rush, and to his credit, Kieran Williams is able to come over and help with pass protection. But he doesn't get a clean block, and Gardeck comes up with the sack. Arizona would go right back to work on offense, and this time they threatened with James Conner not just by having his presence in the backfield, but they would actually take the time to fake the handoff to him as well. Just his presence alone was enough for the Rams to bring a safety up into the box, and when they faked the handoff to him, that safety, Cameron Curl, would step up even further. And here we see an excellent route by Marvin Harrison Jr., appearing to come across the formation. And when the other safety sees this, Quentin Lake, he thinks, oh great, he's not going deep. I've got to get over and cover the route of Trey McBride. And when he does that, that's when Marvin Harrison Jr. goes downfield for a big play. And thanks to the effective running of James Conner already in this game, we can see that the Rams are out of position to stop this play. One last little thing. Notice Kyler Murray take a long look at the route of Trey McBride first. Only then does Quentin Lake move over, giving up the big play to the rookie. And Murray effortlessly flicks this ball on the run. That incredible arm strength is one of the traits that makes him such a dangerous player. And a great job by Marvin Harrison Jr. finishing the play and getting into the end zone. The Rams would go 3 and out again. But they get off a good punt here, and it's unclear why Greg Dortch wasn't able to move over and make this fair catch. It's possible he just lost sight of the football in the lights. And the punt coverage team for the Rams does a great job of tracking that football down and pinning it at the 1 yard line. Wow. With the Cardinals backed up against their own goal line, they send, who else? Marvin Harrison Jr. down the sideline. And here the coverage is good, but you can see that the defender has his back turned. Kyler Murray sees it, and Murray has all the tools, so here he makes use of another throw that you're not going to see all the quarterbacks in the league make, the back shoulder fade. And it's another great catch by Marvin Harrison Jr., 130 receiving yards on the day, and he is tied for first for most receiving touchdowns in the NFL through week 2. Later on in the drive, the Cardinals would be facing a key 3rd down and 5, and this time the coverage for the Rams is good. They would also run a stunt up front, and the pass protection for Arizona breaks down. But we know very well that doesn't always mean a whole lot when your quarterback is Kyler Murray. He escapes the pressure, buys time with his feet, and keeps his eyes downfield. The defensive back also sees this and scrambles to try to get into position. And guess who? Marvin Harrison Jr. uses this opportunity to go deep. And I actually thought this was the most impressive play we've seen yet, because we get a look in real time at the chemistry Kyler Murray already has with a rookie wide receiver. And I'll tell you, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league. Alright, we're in the second quarter now, so the teams have switched sides, but this is still the same drive. And once again, Arizona is facing another key 3rd down and 5. James Conner would help with pass protection, but he kind of collides with the left tackle, and as a result, Jared Verse is able to get free. Broken play, and this is the kind of thing Kyler Murray is so good at. Again, he keeps his eyes downfield, and if we look in the end zone, we can see there's going to be a receiver coming open. But turn your attention back to Kyler Murray, because he does something here that I really like. He doesn't try to throw this ball on the run. Instead, he stops, sets his feet, and delivers an accurate pass in between 2 defenders. Wow, very nice. Kyler Murray had a perfect 158.3 rating in this game. In fact, Murray makes Verse miss twice on the same play. The score would put the Cardinals up 21-0, and after a Rams field goal, they would get the ball back. And on this play, Kyler Murray would deliver an absolute dime. Let's go back to the snap. Once again, the Rams would only rush with 4, but Arizona would also fake the handoff again, holding these defenders in the middle of the field. The Cardinals would also leave Trey McBride in to help with pass protection, at least at first, and then he would go out for a route. And this would draw the attention of 2 defenders, leaving nobody left to cover Michael Wilson, and Kyler Murray spots the error. The play would lead to an Arizona field goal, so the Cardinals would maintain their 21-point lead. Let's move ahead to the end of the first half. Okay, it's 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line, but importantly here, there are only 9 seconds left before halftime. And the play here is obvious. The Rams are going to get the ball to Kieran Williams in space, and Budda Baker is going to have to make a difficult open field tackle. And Baker stones him. The Rams lose yardage on the play. Nevertheless, the Rams, down 3 touchdowns, feel like they have no choice but to go for it on 4th down here. Stafford makes his first read and it's not there, so he resets his feet and moves on to his second read. Doesn't like what he sees. His third read would come open, but watch Stafford, he never resets again and moves on to his third read. He does not go through his progressions. Perhaps feeling the pressure of the pass rush, he throws up a desperation pass, it falls out of bounds, and the Rams come away with 0 points at the end of the half. It seems like an eternity at this point, but think back to that great opening kickoff the Rams had to start the game, which of course means it's the Cardinals that are going to receive the ball to start the second half. In the third quarter now, the Rams do get the Cardinals in a 2nd and long situation. And to make matters worse, the pass protection breaks down. But Kyler also sees a lot of green grass in front of him and decides to take this ball himself. Yes, he has that ability too.
Dude, that's like the 5th power you've come up with.
Kyler Murray has the power to have lots and lots of powers, and here he gets the first down and a lot more. Reeling, the Rams take desperate measures and send a 6-man blitz. And Connor runs right through the blitz, and he's off to the races, gets past the 10, 5, and wow, 22-yard gain on the play. Now, it doesn't help that 2 of the rushers are coming from the left side. Those are bigger guys, and James Conner is running away from him. That pursuit's never going to get there. Arizona also leaves a tight end on the other side of the formation. Staying creative in the run game, they pull the left guard to pick up the defensive end and also the left tackle to act as a lead blocker for James Conner. And finally, with the ball on the 5-yard line, the Cardinals use a nice little bit of misdirection to get Conner into the end zone. Arizona lines up with 2 tight ends on the left side, but when they put the fullback in motion, the Rams think the ball might be headed in that direction. But this play was always headed left. Arizona's absolutely pouring it on, up 31-3, and they would get the ball back again. And here we would see another dime by Kyler Murray. With everything going Arizona's way, they trot out Matt Prater for a 57-yard field goal. The kick is up, it's got to go a long way, and it's good! Prater gives the Cards a 31-point lead. Alright, there's one more play I gotta show you. After a score by the Rams, the Cardinals would threaten mercifully one last time. The handoff would go to James Conner. He finds a lane, hit, fumble, and it's Trey McBride, Johnny on the spot, and the Rams can't believe it. The Arizona Cardinals have put up 41 points on the day. And that will close out the scoring in this game. You know, this Cardinals team is looking pretty scary right now. I mean, we saw absolutely tremendous performances from Kyler Murray, James Conner, Marvin Harrison Jr., Budda Baker, and Matt Prater with that 57-yard kick. And don't forget, this team was within a hair of beating the Buffalo Bills in Week 1 in Buffalo. Now, they face a real test next week with the Detroit Lions coming to town, but I know very well that that building can get absolutely insane for those big games. Don't be surprised if the Cardinals take it to the Lions. I know I wouldn't be. If you're new here and you like what you've seen today, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. It takes a long time to make a video like this. If you could just give me 10 seconds and hit that like button on your way out, I would really appreciate it. As always, I want to thank those of you who have gone the extra mile to help support this channel. Your support is just invaluable and means the world to me. And I want to give a huge thanks to my Patreon supporters. You guys are an essential part of this team. Thank you so much. All right, it is going to be Lions at the Cardinals. What a game that is shaping up to be. I can't wait to see it. I don't know what's going to happen in that game, but you know we are going to be here to break down that film, and I will see you guys then.